Hey, welcome back to the kitchen. I'm going to be making some just home-style split pea soup today. So I'm going to start with just dicing up a couple of onions. This is going to be a large dice for a couple of onions here. Alright, after you have your onions diced, we'll just dice up the carrots. I'm going to be making basically a mirepoix for this, mixture of carrots, celery, and onions. And these will be large dice because I'm making this, I'm not going to puree it. I'm going to make it what they call home style with big chunks of vegetables in it. What you get in a lot of restaurants is called puree of split pea, which is everything's pureed together. It still has the vegetables in it, just you can't see them because they've been put through a through a blender. So we got the carrots, which we give these a large dice as well. And lastly, the celery. Just get the celery quick dice. And then we'll set this aside. Now we'll get a bag of split peas. I'm just going to add them to a pot. And I'm going to completely cover them with water. So I covered them with water. I'll add a little salt. And some fresh cracked black pepper. I'll put this on the fire, cover it, let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Now what I got here is some ham, fat and skin. And there's a little meat on it that I got left over from a ham I made for Christmas. On top of everything else I made, I did make a ham as well. I'm just going to mince this up very fine. And I'm going to use this instead of bacon, because usually I would use bacon to make my split pea soup. But we can use this as well, because this has the same kind of texture and flavor with all the fat. And there we go, all cut up, minced up real fine. What I'm going to do is use this, I'm going to melt this down in the pan to start sauteing the vegetables. Now I've got this pan over high heat. I'm going to add the minced, basically pork and fat to it. It's a little dry, so I will add a little bit of vegetable oil to this, just to help it along get started. Now, as soon as you've rendered all the fat out of all the meat, just add the vegetables. I'm going to use that, basically, that pork fat to cook these vegetables. And that ran a little salt, fresh cracked black pepper, also going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. And I'm going to grate in a little fresh nutmeg. That's plenty. Give that a good stir. I'm just going to cover that up and lower it down. Those have been sauteing for a few minutes, and they're sauteed down to tender. I'm just going to add some chicken stock. Just adding canned chicken stock this time around. I didn't make any. So I'm just going to add one of these boxes of Costco chicken stock. Give it a good stir. At this point, I'm going to add the peas that I had cooking in the other pan, along with that liquid. Get all those little guys in there. You see they plumped up quite a bit after about 20 minutes cooking. And I'm going to add for flavor a ham bone. And I have a big ham bone here. I'm just going to add right to it. And now I'm going to lower this. As soon as this comes to a boil, I'll lower this down and let it simmer for about an hour. Come back, check flavor, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So it's been simmering for about an hour, and as you can see, it's breaking down this bone really well. And it's looking pretty good, but it's not thick enough. So I'm going to thicken it up a little bit using a roux. So here, I'll make a roux now. So what I have here is 2 tablespoons of butter melting away. As soon as it melts out, I'm going to add some just regular all-purpose flour to it to help make a thickener called a roux. Roux spelled R-U-X. It's a French term. It's just a basic, it's a thickener. So let me make that now. Now that I've melted the butter, I've added some flour to it. Just going to let this cook for a minute without browning, just to cook out some of the flour taste. Add a little more flour, make it the right consistency. And that's a pretty good consistency. Should look like creamy peanut butter. Maybe just a little bit more flour. There we go, perfect. Now I could just use a cornstarch mixture, but the flour and the butter to make the roux and cooking the roux really adds a depth of flavor that a cornstarch wouldn't, and it makes a soup or a sauce just has a better mouthfeel. Or creamier in this. You see how it's just starting to barely brown? It's just about done. There we go. Now I'm going to turn the heat up on this and take this bone out. So I can more easily add this roux. And I'm going to add a little bit at a time and just stir it right in. And this little bit of roux will help quite a bit. Add a last little bit of this. Whip it right in. You see already it helps thicken it up. So I'm going to lower this back down to just a slow simmer. And it's almost ready. Now while the soup just finishes off, I'm just going to cut out all this good meat here. And I'm going to dice it up and put it back into the soup I made. There's a few little bits on here. Might as well not waste any of it. There it is, and just give this a quick dice. Throw this right back into the soup. You can see it's nice and thick, so I'm going to give it a taste. It does need just a little bit more salt, so I'm going to add another pinch of salt. I'm going to add another crack of pepper. Give it a good stir. And I'm going to serve that up. There you go, guys. A nice bowl of split pea soup. All you need is some good crackers or a good crusty bread to go with it. And we're ready for lunch. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Have a great day.